Imagine if Liverpool and Man United's best ever Premier League players combined to make a team. This would be the starting 11. In goal, you've got a few big candidates here. You could go for Alisson, you could go for Van der Sar, but for me, it's got to be Peter Schmeichel. Moving on to right back, and I think for me, I've got to go with Gary Neville. I do think people tend to underrate him a little bit just because he's been a pundit for so long. At left back, it probably should go to Dennis Irwin, but for me, I'm going to select the first Liverpool player of the team. It's Andy Robertson. At centre back, this is where things get even harder, but my first pick has to go to Rio Ferdinand. And partnering him, I was so close to selecting Vidic here, but instead, I'm going to go for Virgil van Dijk. I do think it's such a tight call though, so let me know in the comments. Moving on to the midfield now, and in the defensive role, I'm going to select Roy Keane. And on one side, I was never leaving this guy out. It has to be Steven Gerrard. And finally, finishing off this midfield, I'm going to put this guy in here because I couldn't fit him in the front line. It's Wayne Rooney. I know that isn't his main position, but he did play here later on in his career. On the right-hand side, there's obviously so many players here. It's really difficult to pick, but I've got to select Mo Salah. Down the middle, it's another Liverpool player. He was unbelievable for a few seasons in the Prem. It's Luis Suarez. And finally, on the left wing, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about him. It's got to be Cristiano Ronaldo.